Welcome to AutoCAD 3D modeling. For today's model, you can see it's kind of a rectangular block. A disc sort of view is here, and a cylinder is being placed on the top of that. So let's begin with the model. But before proceeding, just observe that the values are provided in decimals. So we have to go very carefully. So let's start with the 3D modeling on the same workbench and quickly start with the SE isometric view. For the first very step, I am going to develop this N-shape 2D frame, and then we will apply press and pull command over it. So for that, if I take this point as my starting point, so along x-axis, it is zero point 0.5, then along z-axis, it is again 0.5. And after that, it is the whole length is 4. However, the sideways are 0.5, 0.5 means it is 1. And if you subtract 1 from 4, so this length will be 3. Then again 0.5, 0.5, and then height of 1.125, then 4, and then 1.125. So this is the sequence. Simple line command. First of all, just turn on the orthographic mode and reference point 0, 0. First of all, it is 0 0.5. We need to zoom in a little more, like this. The height is also 0.5. 0.5. Then it is 3 along this x-axis, and then go downward by 0.5. Again 0.5, and then upward by 1.125. One 1.125, and go back by 4, and then again 1.125. So that's it. Next step is to apply the pull command, press and pull command, and the total width is given here 2.380. So just apply, but before that, use join command on overall section like this. And now the value is 2.38. It's 2.38. Perfect. Now you can visualize it in solid frame like this. Next step is to subtract this section from the whole rectangular block. And what is the exact coordinate point is uh, the whole width is 2.38. If you subtract 0.940 from 2.38, 0.94, it will give you 1.14. And 1.14, 144 minus zero point 0.5 will again give you 0.94. It means along y-axis, this is in exactly the midway. However, the section is zero point 0.5 by zero point 0.5. So quickly go for it. Use align command and specify to mid endpoint. And now draw a line along this axis. Um, it will be better if we go back in 2D wireframe and now rotate this much. And it is 0.94. So use a line command, overlap the line command. Let me zoom in first. Okay. Line command, endpoint along this axis, you see, along this axis, it should be 0.94. And just randomly take a perpendicular and okay, now rotate your model a little bit like this, whatever suits you the best. Next step is to go for the square. This is basically the intersection point, the perpendicular point, the meeting point from where you can begin your square. So it is zero point 0.5 by zero point 0.5. Press enter and then escape. Now you can easily delete your reference lines. Perfect. Like this. So you see, it is exactly present on the surface, the top surface. Now again, go back or at this point, you have multiple options. You can use extrusion command, you can use press and pull command, and afterwards you can use subtraction, anything you would like to do so. So for now, I'm using press and pull command and I'm giving this kind of thing. And now delete this rectangle. If you once again apply the extrusion, it will again work out like this. And now there is your rectangular block with some subtraction. After some subtraction, so you see how beautifully it has been done. Next step is to make the cylinder, which is again present on the top surface of this rectangular block, for which again you need to take some references. First of all, just zoom in and rotate as per your convenience. Like I'm rotating it this much. Now, for the cylinder, okay, for the cylinder, you see that it is exactly on the center point, basically. I'm talking about the center point. Center point along x-axis is exactly midway, that is 2, because the whole length was 4, and center point is 2 from both sides. Same goes along y-axis because this is our x-axis on AutoCAD workbench, and this is y-axis, and this is vertical one is z-axis. So we are talking about the x and y plane. So along x-axis, the distance for the center coordinate point is 2, and along y-axis it is 1.19 from both sides, because altogether overall it is 2.38, and 2.38 divided by 2 will give you 1.19. So how we can proceed it? It is so simple. You can use 2 along x-axis and 1.19 along y-axis. So simply use rectangular command, specify the first corner point, 3D vertex, and along x-axis it is 2, whereas along y-axis it is 1.19. Press enter. Simple. Once you do so, this will give you the center point. If I show you from the top view, you see you have a clear center point from the top view. And if you further wanted to see it in solid model, this is your top view, and this gives you your center point, right? So go back to 2D wireframe, rotate, or you can use the top view, whatever suits you the best. So I am okay with both of them. So um, you can also use the top view. Now coming towards the dimension of these two concentric circles, that will bring up your cylinder. First circle is of diameter 1.37, the outer one, and the inner one is 0.688. Using the center point, go for two circles, 0.688. Take the diameter one. Now this is the center point. Press enter. The dimension is 0.688. Press enter again. One 1.375. So it is 1.375. Press enter. And now rotate this again. And you see the circles are present on the top surface only. Next step is to first of all delete this reference rectangle, and now apply the extrusion command or press and pull command, whatever suits you, using the height of 1. Press enter and by one, like this. Rotate a little and so you see how easy it was. And if there's a void, you want to create a void, you can simply apply the either subtraction command. Subtraction command will work more easily, but we have applied extrusion at the same time, so might be it will create a little bit difficulty, but let's see. Yeah, it might. It is done, and the void has been created. Now, if you further want to create the hole, you can use the pull command like this, and you have a further hole. So, like this. And now, last but not the least, apply the union command to make it as one single piece. And you're done here. No additional lines, no additional wireframes. One single model is here. So this was your today's model. See you in the next one. Thank you.